Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part 1 of my August wrap-up of what I've read. Now, just a warning, I am recording these as I read 10 books, so it is actually only August 8th when I'm recording this part. It's just easier to pre-record these and then get them all up at once at the end of the month. So, let's get started with the first 10 books I've read for the month. The first one was Hold Me Closer by David Levithan. This is a companion novel to Will Grayson, Will Grayson, and I didn't grab that. I probably should have to show you that. But this play made me crack up. I really would love to see this book as a movie, even if it's only snippets of it in a Will Grayson movie. I think that would be so cool. I definitely suggest reading Will Grayson before you read Hold Me Closer. I know my friend Christy read Hold Me Closer and then read Will Grayson, so I guess it really doesn't matter either way, but you will understand some of the humor in the later portion of it if you read Will Grayson first. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars, only because I wish it was a full novella instead of a play. I would have liked it to be an actual story instead of how he did it, but it was still so funny as it was. I don't know what Callie's doing over here. After that, I read Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. I got this as a graduation gift from my friend, so yeah. This was an adorable and funny book. I really enjoyed all 3 stories in it, but John Green's was definitely the funniest to me, probably because I'm just so used to him as a writer. And this was the first time I had ever read a Maureen Johnson or a Lauren Miracle story. I did give this 5 out of 5 stars, though. I really loved this, as I always love John Green books. After that, I read Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I borrowed this from my library. I really, really liked it. The one thing is that I feel it shouldn't be a children's novel. This is in the children's section of the library. I don't feel like it should be a kid's book. If you've ever seen the movie, you will understand why. The movie creeps me out, and the book does too. And I don't know, I just feel like it. So, yeah, I feel like this book should not be a children's book per se, maybe like a teen or young adult. It just, to me, it's way too creepy to be a kid's book. I actually really liked the movie more than I liked the book, but I still gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And by the way, the shoddy editing during talking about Coraline was because my phone is plugged into the charger, and Callie hit the phone charger, and my phone went flying. Good girl. Oh, where's my next book? It's in this pile somewhere. After that, I read The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. I'm kind of in a phase where I actually want to read all of the Chronicles of Narnia books. I had never read them before. None of them. I've never read any of them. So, I'm kind of going in order, even though I read Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe already. So, now I'm going in order. But this was pretty good, but this one was quite a bit weird. I really hated the magician in it. But I'm pretty sure that's what C.S. Lewis planned. I don't think he wanted you to like the magician. I really liked seeing the creation of Narnia, though. This is the book where Narnia is created, and you see it be created. And it showed you quite a few extra reasons of... She almost did it again. Of why Aslan is so important in the series. You also discover the origins of the wardrobe, which is very important in the second book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I really liked seeing. I would actually enjoy seeing this one be made into a movie. I don't know if they're planning to make the rest of the books into movies, like they did for 3 of them, I think. I would really like to see this one as a movie, though, but I don't know how they would pull it off. But I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. I was really interested in this. I'm not very big on religion-based books, and this one kinda had a lot of religion into it. Not a real religion, I don't feel, but it did talk about a god a lot, and the godstones and stuff, and for anyone who cares, all I could see was those gemstone trolls while I was reading this. Thank you, Ashley B. Books. It's totally her fault. But I still really liked this one, and I've actually borrowed the second one from my library so that I could read it. But I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read All by Myself by Jeff Dunham. This book made me crack up so hard. I loved getting to see the inspiration behind Pina, Ahmed, Walter, all the characters. You get to see his past characters in it. One thing I will say is that before Ahmed came around, he actually made a puppet that was a dead Osama bin Laden. And that was his inspiration behind Ahmed, and I was cracking up reading that part. You also get to see the inspiration behind all of his specials that have been on Comedy Channel. I also loved the dialogues he included with his characters. Like, he has little dialogues with all of his characters in this, and the ending is, like, his characters saying goodbye. Kinda. I'm trying to get to it. But, yeah. It's like all the characters and him talking. And I really loved it. I was so happy that this actually came out after the Christmas special, because the Christmas special is my favorite of his shows. And so I got to see, like, the inspiration behind Jingle Bombs and all that. And this book, I'm in love with this book, and I will definitely read it again, probably right before I watch one of his specials. And I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I have to turn the page. I have a lot to say about these books. This is going to be over 10 minutes. After that, I read The Horse and His Boy by C.S. Lewis. I liked this one a lot. It had a nice insight into Peter, Edmund, Susan, and Lucy's rule of Narnia before they went back to the real world. And the plot was great, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. And no, I just didn't have much to say about that book. I'm not rushing it. After that, I read Fortune's Pawn by Rachel Bach. This book sucked me right in. Most of it is really unpredictable, which I absolutely loved. The ending was crazy, and now I need to order the last 2 on Book Depository so that I can read the rest of these. And I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. After that, I read The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lady Taylor. I absolutely loved this book. I love Lady Taylor's style of writing, and I could easily picture what was going on in this book as I was reading it. I like that she included a bit of backstory that is about the war that is going on between these chimeras and these angels, which they're called Seraphim or something in the book. I can't remember it, like, I don't know. I was definitely taken by surprise at who the main character really is, and I'm not giving anything away, you need to read it. And I can't wait to get the rest of these, but again, these are books that I have to order on Book Depository or pay $20 to get them on my Kindle, and it's cheaper to get them on Book Depository. But I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. And for my final book, I read It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. I found the first few chapters of this to be really sad. Honestly, the whole book was kind of sad. The book sucked me right in, though, and it was, like, just like the first one. It sucked me right in. I was so glad I got to read this. This one went by quite fast, though. I don't know if it's just how I read it. It was a little too fast for me. But I really liked the end of this, and I will definitely be reading We'll Always Have Summer, probably during Casual Readathon A. But I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. So that is it for part 1 of my wrap-up for the month, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everyone!